Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I wanted to talk about the Gunbot trading bot. This is what I'd say make a video on. And I just wanted to make a video more in depth about the trading bot, sort of how I use it, how I would recommend you use it, and sort of going over all the different strategies that come with the Gunbot. So first off, the Gunbot is a bot developed by Gunther, and he sells the licenses for it. But you can buy it online from a bunch of different resellers. And I'm just going to tell you right now, they all sell it for the same price. So there's no incentive to buy it from anyone in specific. So first off, let's start up at the top on Gunbot. So this is version 3.3. There are other versions of the bot. I think the newest one is 4.0.3. And those other versions do not have a GUI. It only has it's just a console running the program. So I like being able to see everything a lot nicer. I think this is a lot more user friendly, and so I like using this one for now. I might switch once I get more advanced with the bot. But I think, for even maybe the first month or two that you use the bot, you should use whichever one has the GUI. And right now, the newest one that has the GUI is 3.3. This is also the most stable version of the bot. So yeah. So next thing you see down here is the cryptocurrency pair. So Bitcoin to, whatever cryptocurrency you want. This also does not have to trade from Bitcoin to a different cryptocurrency. You could do Ethereum or USD Tether to something else. And then obviously whatever exchange you want. I use Bittrex. You can also choose Kraken or Poloniex. I like Bittrex better just because I think it's a better exchange. It's safer and it also has a lot more coins. So next here you see your API key and secret. This is what you get from the website, from the API settings on whatever website you're using. And this is something that I didn't get at first, but your license is attached to your API key and secret. So if you buy a license for the Bittrex exchange, your license will be attached to the API key and secret that you initially bought it with. So if you ever want to update to a newer version of the program, you just have to make sure you still have your API key and secret in order to use it, and you should be good. So the next thing here is the different settings. So the bot, as of right now, has four settings that you can use for either buy or sell. So you can also combine them if you want to use one setting to buy and a different setting to sell. I do not currently use that for any of my trades, but you can do that, and I don't think it's a bad idea for certain situations in the market. I think it's very useful that they do allow that with the bot. So the first thing that you see here is the gain settings. So this is a way that you can trade, but also all trades do go through this setting before going to any of the other trading methods you may have below it. So for example, if you want to sell, the bot will not sell if it is not over a % gain that you set here. Now you can trade only according to this % gain or % that you want to buy. You can trade solely on that, but all other trades that you use for Bollinger Band, ping pong, or step gain do go through this before. So for example, if it is 20% below the Bollinger Band, but it is not 3% below the estimated market average, then it will not buy. So it goes through these before any other trades. Now the next settings are Bollinger Band. So pretty much Bollinger Band I did show in my other video, but let me just go on a random cryptocurrency here. And here we go, studies, Bollinger Band. So this is Bollinger Band I like because it's a calculated market average or movement of the market, and it finds certain places above or below market average where it might want to buy or sell. So with this one, this is not a coin that I would trade with the bot. Let's look at a different one. Here we go. I have traded this one before on the bot, and so here you go. So this is one I've traded before, and as you can see why it's very volatile. So for example, if you set your bot to 20% low Bollinger Band, so this is the price that you would buy it at, and this is the price you'd sell it at. So 20% below is basically starting from the bottom, so starting from this bottom line that the bot uses. This is not exactly what the bot uses, because I'm just looking at the chart on Bittrex, but this is basically roughly what it does. So 20% from the bottom line right here is where the bot would buy. So obviously the smaller this percentage is, the lower margin you would have to buy. So if you find, a coin only rebounds whenever it goes to really a certain percentage below the Bollinger Band, then you want to set that lower. If you see a coin is just bouncing up and down a little bit right in the middle, then you might want to set that to a higher number, so it's a larger margin, like maybe 50%. That would go all the way up to here, so it would buy at this level. So yeah, just looking at the market conditions, that's something very important with this bot. Some people think you can just buy a bot and let it run forever. You really still do have to look at the market and make sure you're trading the best pairs possible, and also always changing your settings to make them the most profitable. So the next setting here is ping pong. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. You set two prices that you want to buy and sell at, and say a coin is very stable. So say right here, I wanted to trade ping pong, so a coin's very stable and it's just going up and down at the same price. Then it'll buy at one price, sell at another, and it just keeps continuing that. It doesn't take into account any upwards movement or anything like that. It just keeps on staying at one level. So that's what ping pong is. And then step gain is pretty much a more complicated version of percent gain. This takes the market average and basically leverages a certain amount of movement from the coin. So if a coin is going down, for example right here, if a coin is going down, the more it goes down, the more the bot is leveraged to buy the cryptocurrency. So that's another way of trading that this bot uses. And then finally, we have some of the balance settings down here. So the amount of balance you want to trade. So pretty much, the maximum. Usually the bot does use the maximum amount to trade. So the amount you want the bot to trade each time it buys or sells that cryptocurrency that you set it to. And the security margin is the amount that the coin can crash before the bot just overrides anything else and sells. And then down here you have some more complicated settings. I haven't changed any of these. These affect the different calculations and market average that the bot calculates. I have not changed these. If you see a different video or you know yourself that you want to change these, then you may do so. Down here is the candlestick period that the bot looks at and analyzes. So for example, right here, I have it set to a 30-minute candlestick period. So on my screen here, it doesn't look like there are that many buys, but maybe if I put it to a 1 or 5-minute candlestick period, then you see this and you say, oh wow, I could have bought here. There's a lot more movement, so I like to keep it at around a 5-minute candlestick period. And then down here is the price delay, so I have it set to 15 seconds to coins that move a lot, just because I want it to be checking the price every second, making sure it's always updated the fastest. And yeah, so that's pretty much all the settings on this section. Next over here we have stop, start, load, save. So pretty much every time you make a new coin, you want to trade a new coin. So for example, Bitcoin to Ethereum. So you set all your settings, then what you do is you hit save, and it will save that pair, and you will be able to see it in the load section right here. And then once you hit start, it starts trading the pair. And once you hit stop, so you select a pair from down here, you hit stop and it'll stop trading it. Whenever you hit stop, a question that some people may have is, whenever you hit stop, does it automatically sell the cryptocurrency that you were holding, that it may have been trading? The answer is no, not with this version of the bot. It does not automatically sell all your cryptocurrency of that coin that you were trading. You will have to manually do that or restart the bot for it to continue trading. If you close the bot and then open it again, it will resume all pairs. It will give you an option to resume all the pairs that you were trading before. So that's a nice feature that this bot uses. And so yeah, that's pretty much an overview of how to use the bot itself. Next, I will show you some of the trades the bot has been doing on my account. So here you can see some of the coins I've been trading. Right now, I do not have that many pairs traded on the bot. I do recommend you have more pairs than this to maximize your profit. But I will be making videos in the future to update on current pairs that I am trading. But anyways, the pairs that I am trading right now, as you can see here, it has been very profitable. You know, I'm making a good amount every trade. I'm thinking of increasing. Well, as you can see, my bot just set some new buy orders for APX. But as you can see, you know, it makes a good amount of money every trade. And I'm thinking of increasing the amount it can trade for some of these pairs that have been making me a lot of money or have been moving a lot. For example, APX, let's go ahead and check what it is buying at. So as you can see here, I really like this currency. It fluctuates so much. That's really great. So here, 5 minutes, I think, as you can see, that's a pretty great place to buy at, just because of its current trend. I love how much this coin fluctuates. I think it looks really great. Plus, another thing that I look for in the coins that I'm trading is the overall uptrend. So that's one thing that I think is important in case, you know, something goes wrong with the bot. You know, I want it to be on an uptrend, so I'm not finding myself losing money in case something goes wrong. Another thing I look for when choosing a coin to trade is something obviously that is very volatile and has an uptrend, but also something that is not pumping or dumping. So for example, Monaco, which has been moving a lot recently. As you can see, it just recently shot up right here. This is a coin that maybe I would trade, you know, here after the pump if it shows that it's not going to just dump out right from the beginning. But this is a very risky coin in my opinion to trade right now, just because you don't really know what the next big move is going to be or if it's really going to stay at this price. Now, if this coin had not just pumped up to this very high price, then I maybe would be trading it just because of how volatile it is. And there is also a huge volume currently on this coin. And also I found that the larger the volume, usually the larger the amount of trades the bot makes, just because, you know, there's more price movement faster. And so yeah, that's pretty much, you know, how I find the coins that I trade, an overall overview of the Gunbot and some of the trades that it has done. And yeah, so I'm going to upload a lot more videos on this Gunbot, certain pairs that I'm trading, and update you guys on the profitability, the amount of money I've made on it. As of right now, the returns, I've been experimenting with it a lot, so I can't quite say, you know, I've used the full bot, and it's I haven't used everything on the bot to make the most money so far. So I do think in the long run it will be a very profitable investment. And yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more Gunbot content and more content about other cryptocurrency investments. Thanks for watching.